Hey people, it's Niles talking. Now, this is reporting about the End SARS protests in Nigeria. This is from BBC News. So this article reads, Nigerian police fire tear gas at hashtag End SARS protests against brutality. Nigerian police have fired tear gas at a protest against police brutality in the capital, Abuja. A video of a man allegedly being killed by police sparked the latest protests. Several other protests have taken place across Nigeria, including Lagos. Star Wars actor John Boyega is among the celebrities supporting the protesters. The movement initially targeted the highly criticized Federal Special Anti-Robbery Squad, SARS, widely accused of unlawful arrest, torture, and murder. The hashtag #EndSARS was trending worldwide on Twitter on Friday, with celebrities including Nigerian superstars Wizkid and Davido tweeting their support for protesters. More and more Nigerians started using the hashtag last Sunday following the alleged killing of a young man by officers from the SARS unit. Many people were also using the hashtag to share stories of police brutality attributed to the police unit. On Sunday, Nigeria's Inspector General of Police Muhammad Adamu banned the SARS unit from carrying out stop-and-search duties and setting up roadblocks. He also said members of SARS must always wear uniforms and promised the unit would be investigated. But protesters want the unit disbanded completely. On Friday, protesters marched to the police headquarters in Abuja. I just want to stop here for a second, and I always want to say that this is how I say the black Americans, in a way, influence people all over the world, the Tiwani as I call them. But we had in America these defund protests, and now in Nigeria it's taken off as well with the calls for this unit to be investigated. Not quite as far as what they've got in, say, Minneapolis and other cities, but it does have echoes of it. So as I don't know who it was, but black Americans do lead the way for black culture around the world. Gunshots heard. On Friday, protesters marched to the police headquarters in Abuja. An eyewitness protester, Brian Dennis, told the BBC that police used tear gas and some protesters were beaten up. Video shared on Twitter appeared to show protesters running away from tear gas. So this is some Twitter caption. So this is from Ray Kia. There's absolutely no reason for shooting tear gas at unarmed protesters in Abuja. No reason. I have a problem with beaming. It's escalating now because the tear gas shot us. They are arresting us. Another protester, Anita, Izato, said she heard gunshots and protesters ran to safety. It is the second day of protests against the police in Nigeria, and in the biggest city, Lagos, protesters slept overnight outside the government house. Why are young Nigerians so angry about SARS? The Nigerian police have a reputation for corruption, brutality, and little regard for human rights. But people have even stronger feeling against SARS, which has developed notoriety for unduly profiling young people. Those considered flashy often attract the SARS officers' attention, and very few walk away on having to hand over money. Many get arrested or jailed on trumped-up charges, while others have been killed. Celebrities such as Wizkid and Davido are getting involved because their young fans constitute the bulk of those harassed by the police. The young people who are marching feel more determined than ever before to get SARS abolished. The government has failed to act on promised reforms in the past, but this level of protest will be harder for the politicians to ignore. Slow to change. Boyoga, who has Nigerian heritage, tweeted his frustration at apparent lack of change from the police. 3 years ago, Nigeria's police chief reorganized SARS after public condemnation about the violence that came with their operations. That change has done nothing for Nigerians, and today many are still in danger. Hashtag #EndSARS protests. The #EndSARS hashtag is thought to have been first used in 2018. The National Human Rights Commission published a report into the activities of SARS in May 2019, but critics say little appears to have changed. An investigation by the rights group Amnesty International published in June accused SARS officers of using torture and other ill treatment to execute, punish, and extract information from suspects. It documented 82 cases between January 27 and May 2020, and Amnesty found the group allegedly targeting men between the ages of 17 and 30. Young men with dreadlocks, ripped jeans, tattoos, flashy cars, or expensive gadgets are frequently targeted by SARS, Amnesty said. Well, some things seem to be universal the world over, unfortunately. So anyway, actually this is something I want to talk about, because as I've said before in numerous other videos, I've said that all these people talking about back to Africa, I don't support this whole idea of a large-scale permanent migration, and stuff like this is right. We have all this stuff about protests against police brutality in America, and this is going on in Nigeria. And I'm sure if you look closely into a lot of the other African nations, this is not uncommon. So this is no reason why I think that large-scale permanent migration should not be done at this point. But that's not to say that people from America, Brazil, and the Caribbean shouldn't travel to Africa. Anyway, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. I'm going to leave this and some other articles in the description. Peace.